Happy Easter and welcome to episode 110 of the PACT Life podcast. I'm your host, Bruiser Carter, here today with family on this Easter Sunday. We got my brother, Cut Carter, and Mr. Consistent, JB.
Yes, sir. You know, man. You know the vibes.
How you guys doing, man? How you doing?
Good.
Marvelous, brother. One day out from Easter. You know what I'm saying?
I had a good
Lord
Friday.
God.
Say had a good what?
A good Friday. A real good Friday.
Hope so.
See it on my face. How good it was.
A lot to get into. A lot of things happened since the last time we was on. The NBA playoff matchups are set. NFL draft is on the way. We're gonna start an NBA, man. Unless you guys got anything else you want to talk about before we get into it.
He's risen.
Get into it, broski.
Where the merch at?
He's risen. Oh, PACT merch?
Oh,
Yeah.
PACT merch. How do I not have any PACT merch on my body right now?
Got a bunch of
They caught me lacking today. Look, man.
You want me to just get up and go show you my pile of clothes where I already
Please
wore it?
don't.
PactBrand.net. Tap in. Y'all caught me lacking today. But look, listen. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all support. Go tap in with us and buy some of that clothing, man, and become a part of the pack. Become a part of the pack and rep PACT. Join it. Go ahead, bro.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. All right, we're gonna start in the NBA with the playing games finally concluded. And the NBA playoff matches are set. In the West, the Pelicans are the 8th seed after defeating the San Antonio Spurs, then defeating the Los Angeles Clippers last night. And the 7th seed is the Timberwolves as they defeated the Clippers to be the 7th seed. In the East, the Brooklyn Nets defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers to be the 7th seed. Meanwhile, the Hawks defeated the Hornets to advance to the next playing game to beat the Cavaliers to end up the 8th seed. So the playoffs are set. I just want to throw out some stats to you guys before we start. In the history of the playing games, I know it's been 2 years. The 7th seed is 4-0. The 8th seed is 0-4 in the first matchup. The 9th seed is 4-0 in the first matchup. The 10th seed is 0-4. And for the number 8th seed spot, the 8th seed is 1-3, and the 9th seed is 3-1. So it seems like there's a discrepancy for the 7th seed. It seems like that game doesn't matter, and the 9th, 10th game don't matter. But for the 7th, 8th, is leaning towards the 9th seed as of the stats today. So should the playing game should it even be a thing? Like, I know why the NBA added it, but should it still be there? We see the discrepancies going on, and it doesn't really impact the postseason as a result. The 1 seed or 2 seed usually wipes the floor with the 7, 8 seed regardless. So should the play-in still be there? Cut Carter, start with you.
I think it's just something they're doing because they want to do an in-season tournament, but they can't right now. So it's just something they're going with to test it out and see how invested people are. So I feel like once they have an in-season tournament that they talking about doing in the middle of the season, they're gonna get rid of this play-in thing. However, I don't know how you have an in-season tournament and then the playoffs. It's just a lot. They're trying to do too much. I feel like what they had going was fine. 82 games. And top 8 seeds make it. The only thing I feel like they could do to make it better is just make it non-conference. That's the only thing I could see them doing to make it better, in my opinion. However, they're gonna do it if they add more teams. They have to, because I don't think it'll be even. The divisions won't be even no more, unless everybody play each other twice. So you only play the West Coast twice, and then the East Coast 3 times if you're in the East or whatever. But personally, I feel like their best bet is to go non-conference play-in tournament, non-conference tournament, and make it more like March Madness. Even if it is serious involved. A best of 3, you don't have to be too deep. Like, you don't got to be the most.
I agree with that. I think it needs to be in that tournament format, just the top teams, man. Like non-conference. I'm really not a fan of the play-in. I feel like a lot of these teams be really running from the grind. If you ain't, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't handle your business in the regular 82, I mean, I'm sorry, you can't get in. I feel bad for Cleveland because it's just like, they fought hard throughout the regular season.
They got swept regardless, though. But I feel like 7 should be set and maybe 8 and 9 play.
Yeah.
For the last one. Or
100%.
if you're tied, if your record's the same, I don't like all that tiebreaker BS like the NFL does. If your record's the same, you can play. But in that point, the East was literally all them guys had the same record.
For the in-season tournament, if they do add 2 teams, I feel they'll most likely do what the NFL does and just have 2 conferences and break the divisions into more.
Oh,
like so it'll be 4. So it'll be 32 teams, 16 in each conference. So that's 4 divisions.
Oh, make it 4.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Adam Silver said he indicated that the play-in tournament is here to stay. So he said it'll most likely fix it. So with that news breaking like about a week ago, how would you fix the play-in tournament if they're not going to end up not taking it away? They're going to keep it, because I feel like after the pandemic, they need to recoup off some revenue. It did last season. Players enjoyed it, fans enjoyed it. So how would you improve the play-in tournament?
Like I just said, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think the 10th seed should even go and be involved.
JB?
The 10th seed thing is just ridiculous. I think it should be like 1 through 9 if you are going to do a play-in tournament. And yeah, like it just doesn't make sense. Like we're really wasting our time with the 10th seed.
What do you guys think about if it's based on how many games back? So let's say you're a game and a half or 2 games back, you're eligible to play in the play-in, but if not, they just kick the 9th seed. They don't do it for the 10th and 9th seed if they don't reach the game requirement back from that team to play in the play-in. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's all stupid, but it makes
Jalen looking so confused. Like, what? All right. I feel the energy this morning.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't. I mean, it makes sense, but it's just like you're doing a lot now.
That's exactly how I'm like, okay, like, can we just roll the ball out, bro, and let's just get into the playoff basketball. Like, when you start having to do this many games back, that many games, I feel like you have fans like me who don't want to really think that hard, and they just want to see they, 1 through 9 or 8 really, play. That's a prime example of consumers and their attention spans right there. A prime example. We don't have the attention span for all of that.
I got you.
Like fans, we just want to see the best product on the floor at any given time. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's our team or not. In terms of this play-in, I wasn't really a fan at first, just because, as I said earlier, I just feel like you're pretty much rewarding franchises who pretty much haven't really taken the regular season seriously. And like anybody can be beaten on any given night. So really, who's to say that team really deserves to be there because they won 2 games?
What do you think they made it a best of 3?
A best of 3? Well, the problem with making it a best of 3, because now the winning team of that is going to be, they're going to make a case that their legs aren't going to be as fresh going into their series, their actual playoff series. So yeah, I feel like you have issues if you try to do that. So basically, I feel as if just go ahead and just extinguish it altogether, and then just make it a regular tournament.
Or cut down on the games in the regular season, because you played 4 times. I don't.
Yeah,
they can cut. I can see them cutting it down to 72 games.
They should only play the teams they play 4 times, 3 times. 4 is like a stretch.
Yeah.
All right, we need to be in them league offices with Adam Silver. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let them know. And we're back, and we're joined here with Lil B. Lil B, how you doing today, man?
Doing good. How about you, sir?
I'm doing well. Fashionably late as always. Won't be back in that bio soon. We're moving on to pick the NBA award winner since the regular season over, and it is a regular season award. I want you guys to pick 2 NBA award winners. It could be MIP, MVP, Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year. You know the awards. JB, kick it off, man.
All right. So my first prediction is pretty easy. Most improved player this year, DeJounte Murray. Guy goes from not being an all-star to being an all-star. You know what I'm saying? Taking and keeping those Spurs afloat. I think the Spurs would have been like a bottom tier team in the West if it wasn't for DeJounte. That just shows you the type of, growth he's had this year. Coming in that second, I thought it was I leaned between him and Desmond because Desmond pretty much doubled his point total and has been shooting the ball lights out. For my second prediction, I'm going with the Siberian killer, Nikola Jokic, to win MVP. The boy just been going crazy, man. Got them boys in at the 6th seed with his second and third best player hurt. Ain't nobody better than him right now this year, bro. Nobody's had a better year than Nikola Jokic this year. And I expect for that boy to win the MVP. Maybe not unanimously. Maybe not unanimously, but we're going to see how it goes.
Lil B, it's all you. What you got? Two NBA award winners for this regular season.
All right, I'm gonna go with most improved player. Correct him on that, and I'm gonna go with coach of the year. So the most improved player is going to be Jordan Poole of the Golden State Warriors, and because of that is you come from last year. He was just a role player, and in the G League, and nobody wasn't expecting him to make a huge leap this year. Nobody wasn't expecting him to do none of this year. So as for him to come out this year to take over when Steph hurt, take over when Clay hurt, take over when Draymond hurt, keeping the boys rolling, keeping everything flowing, like 17 consecutive games with 20-plus points. And so to me, that's the most improved player. And then coach of the year, I'm going to go with Ime Udoka for the Celtics, right? That's his name. And I'm going to go with him because he got the Celtics right. He got them playing together. The chemistry is tight. Second half of the All-Star break, I think the record was like 30-11 or something like that. He got them boys right. They locked in. So I feel like them going into the playoffs, I feel like they got a good coach, a good system going. So that Brooklyn series is going to be tough. So I expect that to go to 7.
Who you got winning?
I got Brooklyn.
Okay, but let me get into my 2 and correct both of these dudes because they're fools. And I don't call him Mbeke, whatever, which I respect his name and I respect what he's doing, but I call him me a long husband. To be honest, I'm gonna hop into it for real. Coach of the year is Monty Williams. Coach of the year is Monty Williams. He got robbed last year, so there's no way he don't win it this year because they owe him last year anyway. In my opinion, anyone the coaches when they vote, they pick them too. They picked him last year. He won it last year too. I don't get the Tom Thibodeau BS, and I don't think anybody that the Suns are the number 1 seed is clear cut him. Most improved. I see it differently from y'all, but I'm gonna go with the best rapper in the NBA, and I'm gonna go with Miles Bridges. I think he elevated his game. I think he became a real number 2 behind. Really scoring wise, he was a number 1. But what I'm saying behind LaMelo, without Gordon Hayward, I feel like he stepped up a lot, and I think his game really elevated.
It definitely.
We'll say I'm not gonna talk about it, but I feel like 6th man of the year was an obvious choice, so nobody's talking about it for real. And I feel like MVP is debatable, but I feel like it's a 2-way debate.
A lot of MIP candidates for sure. Ja Morant is even a candidate, I heard.
I think Ja Morant. Yeah, people was arguing about it. I think Ja Morant should. People was like, "How the hell is he first team All NBA?" And I was kind of like,
he should be first team All NBA this year.
People were trying to argue that Trey had a better year, and stat wise, he did.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in terms of impact. Like stats is only like Russell Westbrook.
Don't do impact.
Triple double.
Don't do impact because you take Trey. You don't see it like this, but we all know if Trey wasn't on that team, they be. He wins the games, the big game.
Yeah, you're right.
We pulled this up on other websites.
The team might be 4-4 without him, but I'm telling you, you take him away, they don't win big games. Period.
He's literally he's their best player, of course. I'm not saying that he's valuable to his team. Who do I think is more valuable?
How you gonna say that when Ja Morant missed 20-some games and they were winning? Like we were on a streak when he wasn't playing.
Team was great. I think that it might not have been similar, but I think they would have stayed afloat if Trey would have missed similar games. Like maybe it wouldn't be like 18, something crazy like 18-2, but I could see something like 10-8 or like 12 and whatever. Like I don't think it would have been that big of a discrepancy.
Trey player, he's second best player too, right?
Who the second best player?
Clint Capella beat her.
John Collins.
Oh, yeah. Assuming if
Capella was out last night as well. I'm not high on Capella, but that's who he threw the lob to. Both of them was out, and he still found a way to win the game.
Yeah, they took that. Yeah, they hurt my boy.
He took over.
He hurt himself. He pulled him on him, but that's the.
He ain't got to worry about that.
I had to bring that topic up. But go ahead.
All good. My 2 award winners, Rookie of the Year. I have Scotty Barnes winning that award. He is, pull up the stats, top 3, number 3 in scoring in all rookies, number 3 in rebounds in all rookies, and he's number 5 in assists. Just a impact player that the Toronto Raptors drafted, and he's not their best player, but he's a big reason why they're the 5th seed and potentially will upset the Philadelphia 76ers in the first round. So Scotty Barnes, Rookie of the Year. And for MVP, he stole it the last 2-3 weeks of the season. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the emphatic block on Joel Embiid when a game on the line, and a step back 3 against the Brooklyn Nets. Signature moments to steal the MVP, averaging 30 points a game. I believe he's the best player in the NBA. Has the Bucks as the 3rd seed, higher than both the Sixers and the Nuggets. So Giannis will win his 3rd MVP in 4 years, whether you like it or not. That is a incredible accolade.
I'm gonna argue.
Talk to me.
I feel like I said 2-way race. I feel like it's 4-way race. I feel like people are sleeping on this other foreign player, Luka Doncic. I feel like he got a case. I feel like he always has
MVP.
Yes, he always has a case.
I feel like it's Embiid.
I don't think it's Embiid. Embiid, I feel like they're trying to make it into a political thing, but Embiid numbers aren't better than Joker, so I don't get how he could win it over Joker. If it's gonna come down to him and Joker, it's Joker. If it's gonna come down to him, Joker, and Giannis, it's Joker. But that's just me.
It could be Devin Booker too, though.
No,
I think Book should be. Yeah.
No,
yes.
he cannot be top 4. The top 4, I just told you top 4. He's not in that.
He is.
Luka not in that though.
Yes, he
but
is.
Luka's not. Luka's not better than Devin Booker. That's what I'm telling you. There, look at it.
What?
The proof is in the pudding. The proof is there.
I don't know what pudding you've been looking at, because he better at Luka. What is he better at Luka?
Can you tell me if Luka Doncic has won a playoff series yet?
He hasn't. That's a fact.
Can you tell me who was there to help Devin Booker win his first one?
Hey, bro. I don't understand why you're yelling. Right? I'm just telling you the facts.
Paul.
I'm just telling you the facts.
Luka playing out there.
Who's a better defender?
Luka was out there playing against the Clippers 2 years straight, getting guarded by Kawhi and PG by himself, literally dropping 30 a game. Are you crazy?
Did you not see what Devin Booker did in the bubble against PG and Kawhi per game?
You talking about in the bubble when they lost?
When they won 7 in a row?
And then they didn't make it? 8. And they didn't make it? It weren't even good?
They run 8, I'm sorry. 8 in a row. And that's what Monty was showing, that he was bringing this team together, and they needed the great Chris Paul to come in. Nobody's discrediting Chris Paul. They needed Chris Paul to become a great team, but they were on the way to becoming a good team the following season. Chris Paul made them great.
You add a superstar point guard to any good team, they'll be great.
Hall of Fame point guard. Just say Hall of Fame.
Superstar.
Just say Hall of Fame.
He's a superstar.
I don't know. I think Devin will finish before Luka. I just think
I disagree.
The wins. I think the wins just factor into Booker's case, because they was winning games without.
I got Tatum higher than Booker on my list. I'm gonna be real with you. And I don't even like him like that. So.
All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of all these superstar players,
I don't like him, but I'm not high on him. So
speaking of all these,
you said it right.
Speaking of all these superstar MVP candidates, it's the postseason. We've seen stars emerge before. We have new stars entering the postseason. We did this last season as well. I want you guys to pick one player or one team that will make a leap in its playoffs. It's Easter Sunday on a bunny's hop, so leap. Carter, go first.
Team and player or just one?
We can do both, actually. Let's do it.
Team, Grizzlies. Duh. I think the Grizzlies make a hop. And I think they show what I've been saying all season long, that they're the Warrior Killers.
Not this time, not this year, buddy.
And player-wise, Ooh, player-wise. I'm gonna keep it out west, I think. Without Luka, I want everybody to cast their eyes on Jalen Brunson. Please cast your eyes on Jalen Brunson. Like that. Really is. He's really like that. Watch Jalen Brunson. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch Jalen Brunson without Luka.
JB, what about you?
I'm gonna start with the player, man. This guy here, man, I feel like Bam Adebayo will show, improve, and shock a lot of people with what he does on the floor this year. He's gonna be head and shoulders the best player on the court for our team, well, for the Miami Heat. And you gotta understand, man, I'm about to go into the team that I think is gonna make the most noise in the playoffs this year. I'm gonna go on wax and I'm gonna say the Miami Heat are coming out of the East. And if they see the Phoenix Suns, they will win the NBA title this year. They will win the NBA title this year.
You can't leave us hanging. You gotta explain that.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Can you flip the hat over so the fans can see it?
I'm not. This is just the NBA. We're not. So, Pete, right? This is why I say this is our best chance to actually win it this year. If you look at the matchup across the board, us versus the Suns, we can really stop these boys. Is Ayton strong enough to hang with Bam Adebayo in the paint? I don't think he built like that. Can we put Kyle Lowry on CP3 and slow him down and beat the old man down? I believe we can. Can we throw PJ Tucker and Jimmy Butler at Devin Booker multiple times a game and also throw Bam at him? We sure can. Do we not have Tyler Hero coming off the bench with that clip, dropping 35? Come on, bro. Like, these are just facts. I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't think we didn't take that step. But you also got Max, bona fide shooter. Gabe Vincent, bona fide shooter. You got Duncan Robinson, bona fide shooter. Like, bro, and Victor Oladipo. He's back.
So who's going to guard the Suns?
Wait, hold on, wait.
I mean, I got not hear what who's going to score on the Suns?
Who's going to score? Jimmy and Bam. I told you that. Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler.
I like Crowder. Crazy. I like Crowder.
And look, bro, what's his name? Who? Number 7 that played for our team. What you used to call him? NBA champion.
He is
Kyle
NBA champion.
Lowry.
He's
an
champion.
NBA champion. Championship pedigree.
Y'all overpaid for the 7 points he be giving.
Championship pedigree. So when you talk about, that's that real pedigree, that real dog food down in Miami South Beach. And boy, I almost said something. Matter of fact, who next?
The real dog food.
Go ahead, B. They finna make me get out.
So my team that's gonna make some noise. I'm gonna go with the Timberwolves. Yeah. So we're gonna go with the Timberwolves. I expect them to make it a good series with the Grizzlies. I expect Pat Bev to make some noise in the offs.
Wait, before I gotta cut you off. I'm sorry. Why was Pat Bev the first player that you named when they have?
Because he changed the culture. He changed the culture.
Bruiser, I need you to start flashing bias when I say it on this.
Oh my!
People tell me I'm biased. I ain't even talking about these guys. That's bias. Y'all are biased.
Pat Bev changed the culture. He brought us a certain type of attitude and all them. But you see Cat talking.
Us?
I said in them.
No, you said us.
You said us.
Let me also check you on the fact that fans, PACT, my gang, my for lifers, he PACT. I like that. He played with Ant-Man in AAU, so that is the reason that's why he didn't mention Ant-Man first, because he trying to
giving all the inside information out.
Because he's being biased.
No. You can't be mad because the people he rooting for is just in an actual winning situation. Pelicans, we know y'all ain't doing nothing. Come on now. Congratulations.
Hold on.
Congratulations. You got the invitation to get swept.
We're getting
gentlemen swept. Y'all will not win the game. Y'all will not win the game.
The Timberwolves are going to win the game.
One game.
They're going to win the game.
No, you will not.
We're gonna
make it actually.
Timberwolves gonna win 2 games.
Grizzlies in 5.
Bro, when you look at it, bro, they really matched up good, man.
Grizzlies in 6.
I think Grizz in 7.
Finish. I mean to cut you off, B. Finish your point.
No, you did right.
Like I said, Pat Bev changed the culture. Everybody got an attitude. You know, Cat talking his talk this year. Ant-Man gonna go crazy. D-Lo gonna go crazy. Ice in his veins. He gonna show out in the playoffs. Like, everybody, they got good role players coming off the bench. Vanderbilt, they got all the keys. McDaniels, they got the keys. I feel like they gonna make some noise. And then
how much is Ant gonna average?
He's gonna average at least 25. At least 25.
I think that boy going for 30.
I don't know about 30. That's a little, but I expect him to go 25. And the player, let's see. Right now, I'm gonna say I feel like this the year James Harden gonna surprise a lot of folks. I feel like this the year. Yeah, I feel like James Harden is gonna make some noise in the playoffs this year. He's gonna be a key factor, and he will do great things in the East for the 76ers. I feel like this is his year. I feel like he's gonna do that. I feel like he's gonna get the expectations that they expect him to do. I feel like he's gonna do everything right. Him and Embiid, yes sir.
Brandon took my player because I was going to say James Harden as well, because I think he has to prove all. I think in terms of pressure, he has, I believe, the most in the postseason to do well. So instead of following B, I'm going to say this, and this isn't no bias just because I live out here, but Mikal Bridges for the Suns. He's been Iron Man.
That was my other one though. That was my other one too.
He plays his role so well. He play all the games. He never missed a game in his collegiate or professional career. And I saw on NBA.com Defensive Player of the Year rankings, he's number 1 in their rankings. So he's an elite defender. I believe he makes first team all defense, and I think he'll have a masterclass. First sticking Brandon Ingram, then whoever they see next round on their way to the finals and eventually winning it, which leads me to my team that would make noise is the Phoenix Suns. I think they have to redeem themselves after getting bounced last year to Giannis Antetokounmpo, where they had the series. They could have won those games they lost, but Giannis making incredible plays. I think this year with the experience of getting there for the first time, a lot of veterans there. They still have their core with Aiden Booker and CP. Monty Williams is still the head coach. So I think the Suns will finally get over that hump and they'll see their first championship in franchise history, I believe. So
I don't think they win it though. They ain't winning though.
I think it's time for them. I don't want to see another Bucks championship.
You'll see another Warriors.
You gotta worry about that.
That's what I'm saying. You'll see another Warriors championship.
Jesus Christ. I love Brandon. All right.
Hey,
before when I go, JB, I even cut you off.
I was gonna say, like, that's the second team I got making the finals, the Warriors. Because Steph gonna come back and be on the team.
Are they gonna make it out? Can we be honest and ask, are they gonna make it out the first round?
Yes, bro.
What?
They're gonna beat the Nuggets.
They're going to dismantle the Nuggets, bro.
But your MVP candidate, you don't think he can overcome the Golden State Warriors?
No. He gonna need Jamal Murray right here. He need them right here.
What is this notion that Golden State is just trash? Like, where is this coming from?
What is this notion that they're who they used to be?
Right, that's what I love. Literally, that's what
Clay needed to come back and get acclimated into the offense and get a rhythm, which he has done these past couple of games. Actually, that's a blessing in disguise, bro, with Steph being out. Because Clay gets to get back in rhythm. And then once Steph steps back on the court, like, it's going to click. Like, Steph was already ready. Clay just needed to get there. And now I feel like they are. They are.
Let them know.
You can move Jordan Poole back to that 6-man slot. He comes in, replaces, let's say, Steph, and it's boom. It's no drop-off. Like, them boys really going to be dangerous. Then you got Kuminga. Then you got Looney.
Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Iggy, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, Dre gonna be holding it down.
Oh my God, I know.
Yeah.
Some
boys like that.
Literally,
I know.
Y'all are so in love with Steph Curry that y'all can't see through the fact that team is not that good.
What?
Look,
they can't beat the Suns in any way, shape, or form.
They also have a knack. They also have a knack of blowing leads in the fourth. Brandon, watching a lot of Warriors games.
But that be Steve Kerr though.
No. It'd be the players not being as good as y'all think they are.
No.
They can't beat the Suns. I don't think they beat the Grizzlies.
Steph, Clay, and Draymond have not been on the court that much together, bro.
Guess what?
When they do,
Guess what? That sounds very personal problem-ish to me.
Well, listen though, but when they do,
a personal problem when you see them eliminate the Grizzlies. You're gonna be sick.
Again, I didn't say nothing about the Grizzlies. I said they won't beat the Suns.
They will beat the Suns. They will. They can.
They can.
They won't. All right.
It was so funny when the cards were stacked and they had KD and Steph doing all that stuff and making Chris Paul fall.
Oh, you remember that? Huh?
Chris Paul got a better team. And now
Chris Paul knows Steph owns him. He knows that.
Owns him.
NBA Twitter talk.
He's playing with Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan.
Come on, bro. That was a team.
People like y'all were gassing up and saying they're super good.
He had Jamal Crawford. He was
that
still
team
fine.
Was not good. They caught live.
They
caught live.
It was a good
Clint
team.
Capella. They were being Clint Capella. They caught live. They didn't shoot no jump shots. They both don't have no. Blake had a slight post
that's
game.
False.
DeAndre Jordan has no post game.
Bro, they had Jamal Crawford, JJ Redick,
They were stacked.
You gonna name Jamal Crawford? JJ Redick.
What? You disrespecting Jamal Crawford?
He's a 6 man. He wasn't gonna be he's not gonna be the second best player on the team. He wasn't gonna
what you mean, JJ Redick? JJ Redick got a burn.
JJ Redick, one of the best shooters
who can
in
JJ
NBA
Redick
history.
Yeah.
What?
Are you serious?
What?
You wasn't watching back then, I see.
No, were you watching the games?
The best what? No, say it again, Jalen, because you said it.
No, JJ Redick is one of the best shooters in NBA history. He is.
I thought you said shooting guard. I was
he's one of the best shooters. And JJ can also strap up.
Yes. He can't guard a Harden. He can't guard a Curry or a Clay.
Oh my
God. Can. Nobody can guard them. But when you talk about somebody that's going to make you work defensively,
I can tell you who could guard him.
Who?
Miles Bridges and Chris Paul and Jay Crowder.
Don't tell him that because this man has lost his mind this morning.
Y'all sleep.
This man has lost his mind.
Valley.
Rally the Valley, man.
Rally up.
Oh, man. Now we potting. Now we potting, guys.
Yes, sir.
Now we're potting. Now we're potting.
All right. That was a powerful discussion, a little debate going on right there. How about we talk about the players that we think will leap or the teams that will leap? I want you guys to pick a team that will blow it up after the postseason or pick a player that will force his way out that you guys think will force his way out after the postseason. JB, you thinking? You ready? Or pass it to somebody else?
Pass it. Got to think on this one.
All right. Cut.
Say that one more time. What was the question again?
I want you guys to pick a team that will blow it up after the postseason or pick a player that you think will force his way out after the postseason. Just one team or one player. You raise your hand, Cut. I call on you.
Utah Jazz. It's about time. They got one of them got to go. I don't know who it's gonna be, but one of them got to go.
I agree on that.
We know who. The Eiffel Tower needs to go.
Well, I think they like him more than Mitchell. I'm under the impression they like him more than Mitchell.
You said that and it didn't even register in my brain. Like that's how crazy that sounds. Like
I think they legit like him more than Mitchell.
No, there's just no way. It's impossible. But Baru, I actually got an interesting one.
Talk to me.
All right, I don't think this is gonna happen, but let's say the Warriors don't actually win the championship this year. I think those guys blow it up. I think the Golden State Dynasty era will be over. And essentially, you will have to part ways and split that team up and rebuild around Steph. I think that's what's going to make sense in this juncture in his career. And you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when them pieces run out of gas, they run out of gas. I don't think this is going to happen. I'm saying like if they don't win it this year, I think that is a potential road that they're going to look into. But and in terms of players forcing their way out, man, hey, Jaylen Brown, I know we high on Boston, but I just feel like he could be the man, bro. And with the way I see Tatum going about, you know what I'm saying, how he carries himself offensively, this dude really, like, he'll rub you the wrong way. Like, when he didn't throw Grant Williams the oop and was like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, I know he was joking, but there's truth behind every joke. And I'm getting the sense that Tatum seems more so like a bad teammate or a very cocky teammate that can rub people the wrong way. And Jaylen Brown, to me, is 1A, 1B with Tatum. if I'm going to be 100 with you. So who's to say Jaylen Brown won't be like, man, I can go and win somewhere else and come back and bust Jason Tatum, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting that out there.
I think, but they both came out and said, like, why would we split up when we so good we could be together? So, I mean, I don't know. But
Kyrie came out and said, I will be back in Boston next year. They be capping. These NBA players be capped.
I think for sure that they won't, like, they're not going to end their career together, for sure. So.
No way possible.
As we welcome in Mr. Trey Kemp on season 2 of the PACT podcast. How you doing, Trey?
Don't welcome him. Man.
How you doing, Brew? How you doing, Brew? How's everyone today?
You're in the car.
So I should blur it? I'm sorry. Should I blur it?
Yeah, blur your background.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
We're picking a team that we think will blow it up after this postseason, or a player we think will force their way out after this postseason. B, you ready?
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the team. I'm gonna say back to the Sixers, and I feel like if James Harden, if he don't go with the expectations that they expect him to do, I feel like all that will blow up. That includes him, Doc Rivers leaving. They already been talking about that. So I feel like if they don't exceed the expectations that they have, that will blow up. And player wise. I'm gonna say, the Pelicans in the playoffs. So I'm gonna say Zion Williamson. With all the distractions, him doing 360 dunks and all that, they expect him to get back on the court. I feel like he's ready, but they say his differences. And so I feel like if he feel like he 80, 90%, he should get back on the court instead of waiting until he's just fully healthy. Like, he need to be back on the court, help his team win. Because I feel like they got him on the court, they probably could do better.
I'm sorry. I have a quick just comment on that. So, question, I guess. So, Brandon, you think that a team could evaluate and ultimately determine what's better for a player, like health-wise, than the player?
Yeah. You see, like, Steph Curry hurt. He not 100%. He said, yeah, it's going to be discomfort, but that doesn't matter, right?
Right. So if he said it doesn't matter, it sounded like that he feels that he's healthy enough to play.
Right.
Zion does not feel that.
Bro, are you seeing what he's doing?
What are our reports that say that Zion wants to play while the Pelicans front office doesn't want Zion to play? I don't know if the validity of the reports, but that is what was being reported.
He was smooth, good 321. He don't need to be playing nothing. You need to put them beignets down. I'll tell you
that. Trey, I'm gonna throw it to you before I go. Pick a player that you think will force his way out after this postseason, or a team that should blow it up after this postseason.
A team that should blow it up. I would hate for the Celtics to blow it up, but it would be between like the Celtics or Heat, right? Because they're both like every year supposed to be like front runners for the Eastern Conference. I mean, the Heat. I would say the Heat.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Trey. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I wholeheartedly agree with you with the Heat. After the blow up with Jimmy, Spoelstra, Haslam on the court, I think there's pressure on that team to win now. And if they get bounced by the Atlanta Hawks, who I feel the Hawks will have the best player in that series, I think jobs will be lost. I think the Eastern Conference Finals is a must for that Heat team because they were just in the finals 2 years ago. They need some results.
And they got Kyle Lowry, so yeah.
I need some results.
Yeah. Let me rebuttal. Just let me know when I can talk.
Talk to us.
Jobs will be lost. Do you know we have the best coach in the NBA currently? And also was just by his peers, if I'm not mistaken, voted as a top 15 coach of all time. I'm not sure if that was by his peers, but this is the information that is out there. Secondly, front runners were the Clippers back in the day, the Chris Paul led Clippers back in the day. You can make an argument that every team that most of the Chris Paul's teams were front runners.
No.
Yes, you can. And by front run, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
The Hornets were not front runners.
The Hornets weren't front runners.
I said most.
The Thunder
Clippers were 1,000%.
The Rockets, the only one I can't give a pass on because they was up. The Rockets, that's it.
The Rockets and the Clippers, front runners.
The Clippers are not front runners.
Yes, they were.
No bucket getters. I don't understand. Like, outside of Jamal Crawford.
Just because you don't think that the Clippers were good does not mean that they were not.
Clippers were like that.
They were like that.
No, listen. Who catches lobs and is good? Who catches lobs and is impactful?
Blake Griffin was literally.
They were going crazy, Derek.
All lobs. That was the highlight factory of the West. It's the same. I'm sorry, bro.
They had good roles.
Same thing. It's the same thing. They're doing lobs. That's what they were doing. That's not a front running team. You don't win. That's not winning basketball.
I'm just providing context for the Chris Paul Clippers,
bro.
Yeah, for the Chris Paul Clippers, they lost in his first year. They lost in the semifinals, then the first round, and semis, first round. That was a 5 to 6 year run with Coach Vinny Del Negro, then with Doc Rivers.
And they went to the playoffs every year, though.
Or first where they were over 60 wins.
Yeah, every year. First season 40 wins, second 56, then 57, then 56, then 53, then 51.
How many losses?
What?
26 with the lockout year, then 26 and 25, then 26, then 29 and 31. They won their division. They won a division twice and came in second 4 other times.
Conference seeding, please tell me.
Bro, what else do you need? What more do you need?
No, because when you hit a conference seeding, they're not the first seed, and they're the third and fourth seed every year. They're just an average team. They're the Utah Jazz. They're the Nuggets. They're not gonna win anything.
You got to give me some time. Hold on.
But you funny.
I live in nostalgia. No live city team wins. That's why the Hawks couldn't beat the Bucks. All you do is throw live. They don't have no post game. They can't score. They can't create their own shot. You're not winning like that.
Bro, they had good roles.
What is your thing against lobs? Like Cleveland and them want.
That's all. That's the only way they used to score.
That's not the only way they used to score.
Literally not true.
That's not the only way DeAndre Jordan score. Putbacks and lobs.
You keep focusing only on them.
I mean, yes, the bigs. Yes, that's what they can do. Okay, that was their job.
And Blake could literally shoot.
Bougie, they're getting me hot. Wesley Johnson. Y'all out y'all mind.
Like I said, they had Jamal Crawford.
Say Jamal Crawford again. He was 30-some years old. He's a 6-man role player.
Elite. And he's a 6-man
role player.
I was 6-man.
He never averaged more than 16 points.
I think 6-man of the year, Jamal Crawford.
I can't deal with the Jamal Crawford slander.
Yeah,
I can't do
that. I didn't say Jamal Crawford not good at basketball. I said he's not going to be the second best player, and they're going to all of a sudden win anything.
There's no way he was the second best player though, but he was definitely a lead at being a 6-man. But I mean, now they did underperform. What we're saying is they definitely underperformed.
All right, I have my bad. I have their standings. First year, 5th seed. Second year, 4th. Then 3rd seed back to back. Then they finished as the 4th seed again.
Oh, okay. Do you have the full list? Like who was the 1st seed that year?
Oh God.
I'm sorry, you gotta look for it if you don't have it. The point is not the front runners, so please stop it.
2012 was the Spurs and the Thunder were the top 2. 2013 was Thunder and Spurs.
Russ and KD.
2014 was Spurs and Thunder again. 2015 was Golden State and Houston. And 2016 was Golden State and San Antonio.
Thank you. Coming to my TED talk. Never the front runner. Never. Don't ever.
But finish your Miami Heat rebuttal, JB.
All I'm saying is, I don't think we have no pressure. Of course, I call it expectations. You feel me? When you come from a organization like that, you know what I'm saying, that's world class, you know what I'm saying, won championships. The expectation is championships every year. I'll say that. Okay, so expectations, but this is just something that it's just normal to us. We don't fold under pressure. We're going to be back in the finals regardless. And we ain't blowing nothing up unless we getting major value players. Now, Donovan Mitchell want to come down to South Beach, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, Tyler, you got to go, my boy. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't getting no major player, what's the point of blowing
That's
that
the crazy
something
part.
up?
Y'all most valuable player is Tyler Hero and Bam. Y'all can like trade.
I would not trade Tyler Hero for Donovan Mitchell. Like, come on. I'm saying, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that?
Because the Jazz don't start Hero and he gonna be the best seller.
Tyler Hero fits the Heat
I
better.
You put Tyler Hero on the
love Tyler Hero.
You put Tyler Hero on the Jazz, he gonna sell out like John Stockton.
Literally.
He's gonna be the new white Jesus out there.
All right.
I said that on Easter weekend. I'm sorry, Jesus.
All right. Is there anything NBA related before we move on to the National Football League?
I just want to say I'm so proud of the Pelicans and Hawks. I almost could cry because I knew it all along.
The Pelicans and Hawks, huh? 2 teams.
What? I say I'm proud of them.
Oh yeah, before we move on, we got a shout out.
See who home team is.
We got to shout out Brandon for a nearly perfect playoff prediction bracket. Went 7 for 8, except for the Clippers.
No, mine was right in the West.
No, it wasn't. He had the Lakers as the 8th.
I literally said I came back and said, "Oh no,
no."
Before you posted it, you published it, I said, "Oh no, the Lakers clip. Give me my Pelicans." You're a hater, bro. And my East was right. East was right.
You had the Nets as the 6th. They're the 7th.
It don't matter. I had them in. I got all the right teams. Hating me. They had them Clippers in up. Them flippers, they need to blow it up.
Hey, they ain't make the playoffs though. All right, it's NFL draft season time. The NFL draft is say what?
Yachty.
Oh yes, sir. The NFL draft is less than 2 weeks away. Let me see. The major trades happened since the last time we were on the podcast. New Orleans Saints now have 2 first-round draft picks. The other 7 teams with 2 first-round draft picks consist of the Lions, the Texans, the Jets, the Giants, Eagles, New Orleans, Packers, and the Chiefs. My question to you guys is, which team you don't have to include those teams, but which team has to perform well during the NFL draft?
Have to.
I think the Jets and Giants both are 2 teams that it's both fan bases are getting a little like, okay, especially the Giants, that fan base feels like that organization was so dominant at one period of time, and for them to be how they are now, it's getting a little unsettling.
Hot garbage.
But I think the Jets also, because they spent a lot of money in free agency. So I really think they I would say the Steelers may feel, because I don't know what their quarterback situation is like. So yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
What about you, JB?
So Trey actually stole mine. I think the Giants have the most pressure to perform in this draft, but my second choice would be the New Orleans Saints. Here's why I say that. I'm unbiasedly speaking on y'all right now. Y'all are in a very interesting spot where y'all can either decline or y'all can pretty much ascend to a new era, so to speak. Y'all need to figure out whether or not what y'all want to do QB wise. If y'all want to bring in Malik and let him come in and sit behind Jameis, whatever the case may be. And also y'all need to address y'all wide receivers, bro. Like that, like you just can't have Michael Thomas out there by himself. Like y'all have to address that. And I feel like if y'all can address those things, I feel like y'all will be formidable within not only, the division, but also the conference. So y'all got a lot of pressure on y'all, because if y'all get this right, y'all can be all right.
I don't feel like the Saints with Michael Thomas. I feel like the Saints don't as much need a receiver, even though we need one. I just think without him, when you take him away, it's nobody that could take over.
Blaring. Exactly.
However, my team that I feel like is a lot of pressure is the Ravens. I think their biological clock is ticking, because it's about to be bust time. Because they still ain't paid Lamar. They still don't have a number 1 receiver for real. They number 1 receivers, they tight end. They're not about to win like that. It's been like that's my thing. once you try something so many times and you still can't win, I think it's time to try something new. People like to stick to the format, stick to the plan, and stay down and all that. But it's in football. You're gonna stay down, and then a team like the Chargers is gonna be better than you because they not staying pat. They adding, and they might have the best defense in football next year. So you gotta stay active. And I don't know what it's gonna take for them to realize that they need a receiver. I feel like they let Amari Cooper go to the Browns. They should have been the main one calling, blowing them up.
Especially since he went for a fifth. He didn't go for nothing like a high price.
What are you doing? They don't have as much money probably, but they just bought back Calais Campbell. I feel like everybody think they're the best show on turf with Lamar, and then you come out there and give them nothing to work with. So they talk about adding Melvin Gordon like they need another running back. We should be worried about adding a receiver.
I
think they have a lot of faith in Hollywood.
Who?
He said a lot of faith in Hollywood.
You talking about Antonio Brown?
They still got that rookie receiver too.
They still got Rashad Bateman.
All right, they got their receivers aren't scrubs.
Now I do like Rashad Bateman and what I saw from him in the tail end of the season. I feel like he really stepped up for them on that tail end piece and was like showing some flashes. So that may be why they're not going wide receiver, honestly, because they see something in him that we don't, see.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds just like the Saints that you were just talking about.
The Ravens have the number 14th pick in the draft for context.
I bet they go receiver. They might want to go receiver.
Y'all gonna get London.
They better call that boy Odell and pray he come.
The Saints had the 16th and 19th pick for JB.
Y'all gonna get London.
Why people
from USC?
We're getting Jameson Williams, dude.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If I've never seen a guy so gassed. I don't see what everybody see. Like he's decent in Drake London.
He's a big body receiver.
He big body. The team he played for ain't helping his case.
I think the NFL, you've seen a lot, last season, a lot of jump balls, 50-50 balls. I think like Mike Williams, he go up and get it. If your quarterback is like a life preserver, he goes up and get it.
Drake London is the
He'll be great. He'll be a great possession receiver.
The best two big body receivers in that draft are, to me, Treylon Burks and your boy from UGA, George Pickens.
He's gonna be a steal.
If he falls to the second, whoever gets
be a steal.
He's nice with it. Shoot, y'all need to be trying to get him in the later rounds. My bad, bro.
No, you good. B, on you. Which team do you think has to do well in the NFL draft?
Falcons.
Why?
Because, man, it got to turn around somehow. Like, it's either going to be the turnaround, like the game-changing franchise pick with Malik Willis, or they're just going to go receiver. I just feel like they're going receiver or quarterback. But I want them to go Malik Willis. If they get Malik Willis, I feel like it's a game-changer for the city. But if they go receiver, I understand. But it's like, we need our future quarterback. Because we not finna rock with Mariota. Like,
I heard the Falcons in a few mock drafts I've seen, they're going best available player, whether that be Jalen Johnson, Thibodeau if he falls. They said they're going the best. They said they just need the best available to build for the next 10 years. So how you feel about that?
I don't know what they're doing there. That's how I feel.
That's actually not a bad draft strategy. When you look at it, because you can really just thug it out with Mariota and really just kind of build the pieces that you want. Because let's be honest, bro, outside of Malik Willis, like what other quarterbacks are we drooling at the mouth for right now? Nobody.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like, don't be patient be patient in the approach that they're taking. Take the best available player, build around him. You already got AJ Terrell, who's a stud out there. Why not go ahead and build that defense up? You know what I'm saying? And maybe adjust your offense next year. You know what I'm saying?
In a quarterback class where many believe is way better than this class with the talent that's coming out. So
exactly, because you got Bryce Young that comes out next year, right?
Bryce Young, CJ Stroud from Ohio State.
It ain't like they're gonna be good at any point soon. So but they don't need a corner. They did just sign your boy Casey Hayward. He's from Atlanta too. They got 2 from Atlanta cornerbacks.
We ain't gonna be there for like the next.
Well, yeah, he's 30. He's 30 or 31, but I think he's a good veteran presence to have. I mean, they can add another corner, but it's like you got the same corners from last year, even though they were young. They weren't as good as AJ, but they were young. So it's like maybe Casey comes in and give a little technique training and
technique training. I did. I have 2.5 teams. First team I'll say is the Carolina Panthers. I think Matt Rule's on the hot seat for sure. They need to land a franchise quarterback, so I think they're going to reach for a quarterback in this draft. Sam Darnold is not it, so I think they're either going Kenny Pickett or Matt Corral. I know Kenny Pickett has some ties with Matt Corral. Well, not Matt Corral, with Matt Rule at his Pittsburgh days with, I think, one of the coordinators. So I think
he was at Trinity and he recruited him. He was committed to Trinity.
Yeah. Thank you.
Is that the school? Is it called Trinity?
I don't know.
It's in the Northeast. I think it's Trinity. But he was committed to them. He was committed to Matt Rule. And then Matt Rule left for another job. And Kenny Pickett was like, decommitted. And he went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And
so
the owner or the general manager of the Panthers went to Pittsburgh.
Yes, thank you. So I think they're trying to get a quarterback. They was in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes, didn't land them. So I think they need one bad. The other 2 teams I have that both fall in the same category, who both have 2 first-round picks, is the Green Bay Packers and Kansas City Chiefs. They need to replace losing their star receivers, Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill, respectively. So I think not so much for Kansas City because of they still have Travis Kelce and they still have Mecole Hardman. They signed Juju Smith-Schuster, but in terms with Green Bay, for sure, they need to find a way to replace Devontae Adams. I think the Packers, as of today, will not win the NFC North until they find a stud receiver. I think that goes to Minnesota Vikings. So they need to have a good draft to ensure that they can keep the NFC North on lock. Why you raise your hand?
I was curious to see who you said was going to win, but you said it. So good.
Oh yeah. And then we already know about the AFC West is a loaded conference and go either way. So, yes, sir. Is there any more sports news before we go to music? I don't think so.
Not that I know of. We're not picking playoff series.
We're closing with it.
Did y'all talk about baseball already?
Baseball.
Happy Jackie Robinson Day. Happy Jackie Robinson Day. I will say that. Happy Jackie Robinson Day.
Baseball.
Thank you. That was yesterday. Thank you.
We love baseball, man.
But opening week.
The podcast isn't time stamped. I could say Happy Jackie Robinson Day. I also want to say rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins since we just finished the football.
Thank you. Absolutely. Nice moment of silence, guys. Yeah, nice moment of silence, guys. But yeah, we're closing the podcast with our NBA Finals predictions. We're not giving.
So let's get into the music. Big 3 segment. Big 3. You know what it is? Not favorite artist. Your artist you messing with right now. Song you messing with right now. Album you messing with right now. We're gonna start off with Brandon because he seems ready. Let's go.
I mean, this is the second time in a row. You know what I'm finna say.
Nothing changed in the last 2-3 weeks.
Right. You can't add anybody else. You can't be more creative. Go ahead though.
I just been on bro lately. I mean, yes, I've been on Yeet once again. Like, yeah. So, and I'm going with Rolling and the album, The Geek Pack. Like, everything's just pressure, straight fire. Everybody know the album go crazy. It's a straight bop.
It's a straight bop.
You just want Yeet for all 3?
Yes.
I did.
All right, Dylan, your turn.
All right. So I actually do have a new pick. I'm a little late to this album, but the Dreamville album, D-Day, is what I have been on as far as album-wise. Now, I know you're not the biggest J. Cole fan, Derek, and we understand that, but the guy's generational. I'm just going to let you know that right now. Also, song that I've been messing with, Heavy, from I Know Nigo. Y'all probably don't know who Nigo is, but Nigo came out with an album tape. And
yes, who Nigo is, he made big.
My boy. Yeah, my boy be in the culture. I know you would know though. My boy being better in the culture. My fault, bro. I ain't mean to try you like that. So Heavy, you know what I'm saying? Got Lil Uzi on the track. It's actually interesting to hear him on a drill beat. I didn't know he would go that hard on the drill beat. So Yeah, Heavy by Nigo, and Lil Uzi. And what I'm missing, artists, bruh. Lil Baby sound like he got some heat coming on the way with them 2 singles he dropped.
Oh,
Like his
yeah.
album sound like it's gonna be pressure.
I'm gonna listen to them too.
So yeah, Lil Baby is gonna be the artist that I'm rocking with right now. Cause Ride On and In a Minute go crazy. Crazy.
I like In a Minute. In a Minute is my vibe. Trey, are you here?
Yes.
The voice of God. I'm joking.
You can't see you know that, right?
Yeah, I was eating.
Talk to us. Big 3 favorite artists you messing with, song you messing with, album you messing with.
So I heard Brandon shout out Yeet. So honorable mention, shout out Yeetski. It goes too hard. But I mean, the artist I'm messing with right now. I mean, I'm messing with Yeet. I'm messing with Lucky. But I can only pick one. I guess since I just went to his concert, his artist named Lucky. And it's not Lucky Day. Everyone thinks it's Lucky Day. No. It's not Lucky Day, it's Lucky. Song I'm messing with right now. If we're I did like that Nigo album, but I like that Tyler song, like Hurry Up, Get Ready or something. I can't think of it.
Functional Addict is also a great song. Has Pharrell and Gunna on it.
Yeah,
I think y'all would like that one. Repeat that one.
And Gunna is also on this remix with some like chubby rapper named like Osa or something. I'm on that song. I'm not good with song titles. So, but I'm gonna get better on song titles. And the last one is what's the last one?
Album or art song. I think he did song. So album.
Okay. Album, like the whole album I'm messing with. I'm low-key getting into that Dawn FM extended edition because I didn't really like listen to it for real. So I'm getting into that. That and Doja Cat's latest album.
For sure. All right. Artists. I'm saying Lil Durk. Went to his concert a couple weeks ago. That ranks as a top 12 concert for me that I've seen. He's just a great performer. I didn't expect him to have a live band and things like that. Little technical difficulties for the first leg of his first spot for his concert, but it was still a great concert overall. So artist Lil Durk, when he performed Aha and When We Shoot, it went crazy in there. Song. You guys know I went to a Billie Eilish concert with my lady a couple weeks ago. And one of the songs that I picked up on is You Should See Me in a Crown by Billie Eilish.
Yeah, I seen you posted on Twitter. Yeah. I didn't want to comment on it. I didn't want to comment, but I was like, oh man.
That song goes crazy. So
how was that song live? It touched you?
Nah. It touched me when I left. It like had to resonate with me in my subconscious. So, and our album, I'm gonna say Welcome to Voyage Island, Rob 49. Listen to a couple joints off of there. Voyage Island 2 with Lil Baby, version 2 with Lil Baby Go Hard. Also downloaded Bad Girl Alert and Like My Daddy so far, but I'm still listening to it.
Bad Girl Alert go crazy.
Yeah, I do. So Rob 49 from the city. Shout out Cut Jason Pick for putting me on to him. So that's what I've been tuning into. Cut Carter on you.
On me. Okay. Artist that I am rocking with right now. I gotta shout him out. Jack Harlow. I just got on the wave a little bit, like a couple weeks ago. I like Jack Harlow. He really nice. Jack Harlow.
Six in the A.
Yeah, and then the album I'm messing with right now. I'm not gonna lie. Video Foreign just dropped his new album, Bible. I like it a lot. Like, I'm like, it's like Pop Smoke first album, like not first album, but that first Posthumans album is like, it's drill, but it's so much in there that it's like
it's
so
deep.
crazy.
It's deep.
Yeah. It's very, very good to me. So that leads me into the song that I'm messing with right now. Super, super heavy. I like outside of the Lil Durk album that I play every day. The song by Vivio Foreign called On God featuring KC. the intro to his album might be the most beautiful song like I ever heard. Like it's drill, but it's beautiful. It's everything in one. It's like literally like if I'm looking for a song that's gonna like make me feel something, even though it's like it sound good, that's it. And I also gotta say,
I like for nothing.
I also gotta shout him out on his outro called "Can't Be Us." He sampled DMX. I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up, and it's like he put a lot into this album. So for a debut album from a drill artist who people say is one dimensional, I had to shout him out on that in that album and his songs. So
when I'm on TV, I gotta look good because not the whole block watching.
Yeah, I gotta shout out his. That's my big 3 for the week.
Yes, sir. Any music news you got to report on that we missed out?
Yeah, I got an honorable.
To the oh dang, I got to wait. Go ahead, Trey.
I got an honorable mention. That "Shake It" song with Cardi B. And it's like the K-Flock, that K-Flock, free K-Flock. Yeah, that song hard.
Yeah, it is. I want to shout out. I'll say rest in peace to Archie Eversole. He made "We Ready," who was like, if you play football at any point or any sport, really, if you never said "We ready," come on,
yeah,
we ready. That's like it's a. If you never said that, I don't know. Maybe you wasn't in the trenches. I don't know. You ain't grew up in the hood. So, I definitely want to shout out and say rest in peace to him, and and that whole situation is crazy. So, rest in peace,
yes, sir. Rest in peace. Is there any news breaking on this fine NBA first round playoffs before we conclude the podcast?
Oh my God, what happened to Virgil?
No, sir.
Before we go.
Bam got cleared so of COVID protocol, so he'll be ready to go. It's the only news I have.
And I got a little monologue I want to say. For those of you that are saying if PG played that y'all to beat us, too damn bad. He did it.
I mean, why was he out late? Why was he not wearing a mask? Why was he? It's a lot of questions. That he contracted COVID. I hate that. I really do.
Gotta stay away.
I mean, but man, health over basketball every time. Safety over basketball every
time. This will conclude episode 110 of the Pack Life Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're available to you on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Follow us at Pack Life Pod and Pack Life Podcast. Before Pack Life Pod and Pack Life Podcast. Before we end, give me your NBA Finals predictions before the playoff games start. I'll start with you, Brandon.
Warriors versus Bucks.
Trey.
Wow. Okay. It's between the Suns and whoever wins the Warriors and Nuggets series versus. Yeah, it is. It is.
No, I need you to give me concrete. Stop dancing. I need concrete.
Okay, so I like the Suns. It's just time. They're due. The Suns in the West versus I'm going. Suns Nets. I'm going. Kyrie can play home games. Yeah, sign me up. If not both of those teams, one of those teams will represent.
All right, sure. JB.
I'm going Suns. Heat wins it all this year.
I'm sorry. I thought I was muted, JB.
Carter.
I'm going with Suns versus Bucks rematch last year.
I agree. Suns Bucks rematch last year. Give me the Suns winning as well. I am joined here today with Trey, who's off camera. He's back on. No, he's off. He's back on. Give us a deuce. Yes, sir. Joined by Lil B.
Sir, Dub's gonna win today. Watch out for that.
Pack JB as well, Mr. Consistent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pleasure having me. Hey, and also, man, packbrand.net, come and shop with us, man. I know we said it at the beginning, but I just wanted to say it again just in case y'all forgot. You know what I'm saying? what you call it, bro? The PACTs?
Yeah,
we need to grow
PACTs.
that. We need to grow that PACTs fan base. So really come and shop with us, man, and support young Black brothers such as ourselves trying to do better things with our, with our lives. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. PactBrand.net. Tap in.
Yes, go get that.
And Cut Carter.
Jalen Brunson. Watch him. Tell him without Luka. Him and Dinwiddie about to get off. Fun fact.
And I'm your host, Bruiser Carter. Thank you for tuning in. Rock with us for the 110th episode. See you guys in a couple of weeks, probably after the NFL draft. I'm going to give you our analysis, who won the draft, who lost the draft, and we'll probably be, round 2 maybe of the NBA playoffs. So kick it with you guys. See you guys late April, early May, and we're out of here.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can't end like that. Got an announcement to make.
Announcement.
On May 14th, Bruiser Carter will be graduating from the illustrious Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta.
So we
had a shout out boy out for his graduation.
And
we also want to say he finished the year early. We just had to wait for the commencement, so that's another thing. But
let's go, boy.
Proud of you, kid.
Thanks.
That's fine.
That's black
Smart
excellence.
guy, smart
Man.
guy,
What you
smart
talking
guy.
about?
Black excellence.
Yes, sir.
That's excellence, bro. We need to pop one for my boy, man. That ain't normal.
I'm about to drink bottomless mimosas for my brother by myself.
Yeah, man. Congrats, bro. Seriously.
I'm back in May. I'm back in May, early May.
Yes, sir.
Do it, man. We're gonna celebrate.
All right, lay out, boys. Appreciate it. Now we out here for real.
New Pack Life.